Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show.
It's correct, like your President has said, that when I was President of the European Parliament, we granted the patronage to you, and it was extended for this contest. And I'm very happy that we decided to do so. The Intercultural Communication and Leadership School, ICLS, was only a few months old organization when one of my predecessors, President Pat Cox, and he played an important role in the referendum campaign in favor of the Lisbon Treaty now in Ireland, wrote in a letter to the ICLS president, "I believe that the ICLS could play an important role in the development of international relations and the promotion of our common values. The ICLS, as it seems to me and as its activities show, is trying to live up to this great order." Now, how this evening and this contest is relevant for Europe and the European Parliament, this is a question. The turnout at last June's election was a new reminder on how important it is to engage people in social and political participation. This contest has been targeting just that, with special focus on youth and minorities. And in a way, we are all minorities. If you compare the Europeans with China, then we are a minority. If you compare the Germans with the European Union, they are a minority. So in a way, we are all minorities. And so my advice is to be good, to behave well vis-à-vis minorities. Jointly working on policy priorities, issues, as candidates of this contest have been asked to do, is a better way to engage people than only trying to convince them to vote once in every 5 years. 3 areas, climate, diversity, intercultural cooperation and poverty reduction, are top priorities for the European Parliament and for this contest. And this is a pencil. It's a gift by the football organization of Lower Saxony. Lower Saxony is a Bundesland. If I would say in Lower Saxony a region, people would not like it. Lower Saxony is a state. Anyhow, this was a present of the football organization of Lower Saxony, and with this pencil I signed in March the European legislation on the reduction of CO2, the whole climate change legislation. So your subjects, climate, diversity, intercultural cooperation and poverty reduction, are the subjects of the European Parliament as well. And as far as I am personally concerned, intercultural dialogue was one of my priorities as President of the European Parliament, and I am continuing this. And as Chairman of the Working Group Middle East, it's a must to deal with these questions of cooperation and dialogue of cultures. In the European Union, we are unified in diversity, and we value our colorfulness, and I see the different colors even today if one looks into the faces. And this policy concerning climate change shows us that the European Union has taken the leadership. It's not the United States having taken the leadership, it's the European Union. And the European Parliament played a very important role in this, and we had a good cooperation with the Council, and this climate change legislation started with the German presidency, with Angela Merkel, the German Chancellor, re-elected German Chancellor. She made a very remarkable speech yesterday before the 2 houses of Congress, and she was committed very strongly to the fight against climate change. And so we took the lead as Europeans, and hopefully the Americans will follow, and then India, China and all the others hopefully will join in as well. But coming back to you, this contest and its output, the call for partnership for a good climate in society and nature, represent a link between the conclusions of Governance of Citizens, Agora, CLIM, and the Copenhagen Climate Conference. The EP delegation to the Copenhagen conference will be interested to see how these initiatives will develop and what role they can play in making them happen. Now I turn to the candidates. You have been developing ideas, made your candidacy, mobilized voters, and now you are here in front of the cameras. Not yet in front of the cameras, but where are they? There. Okay. Okay, so we need some imagination as well. This is your evening. This is your chance, and my fellow members of the European Parliament will be watching you with great interest. I wish you and the organizers the best of luck. I believe this contest should be repeated in the years to come to further contribute to a good atmosphere of inclusion in Europe and the good governance of diversity. So I cannot welcome you anymore in the name of the European Parliament, because I'm not the President anymore, but I want to welcome you in the name of many colleagues who followed your work, followed your contest, and especially in my personal name, I want to welcome you. It's nice to see you here, and I wish you, your organization, and you personally all the best, and enjoy the time in the European Parliament. Thank you for your attention.
It's a pleasure to be here on behalf of the Swedish presidency, and I'm really looking forward to the rest of the evening. After Mr. Pettering's very warm welcome, there's not much more I can add, I think. Just that I hope that this initiative will keep on inspiring more and more youth, not only here in Europe, but also around the world, to take up the challenge, to be ambitious, and to go for it. So I'm looking forward very much to this evening and to hearing your presentations on what is also the Swedish presidency's priorities, climate change, poverty reduction, peace, and development. Thank you very much.